the time. That's what a pro does.
Just asking. This is Neal Dionne live in Nashville on B93. Our guest is James Otto. James, great to see you again.
Good to see you.
This has to be an exciting CMA Awards with the nomination.
Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable.
How did you get the word?
You know, when that came down, I'm trying to remember who told me. I was on my bus and somebody called me and said, you know what, you guys made the Song of the Year nomination in color. I remember just being excited and blown away, and that's one of those things as a writer that you wish for your whole life, and you know, you never know if you're ever going to write a song that gets to that point, so I'm really, really proud.
You know, you're one of these double-faceted guys, and you have an incredible talent with telling a story, obviously. And we can all see that within color and just about everything else you've ever done. And then there's the artist side that likes to get out on stage and mix it up. If you had to choose one of those things and give up one, what would it be?
You know, it's a tough thing to say. I'm really not sure which one I like more. I love being in front of an audience and doing that whole thing and doing the entertainer. I've made my living as a songwriter for a lot of years, and that lifestyle is pretty awesome because you stay at home and write down your personal feelings for a living, which is you know, it's like being paid to be your own shrink. It's pretty cool, you know. But I don't know, man. That's a hard decision. If I had one to make, I really don't know what I would do. I'd have to struggle with that one.
Which comes easier for you, the lyric or the hook, the melody? How does this come together?
You know, the melody and guitar part is always the easier part for me, and then finding what that melody and guitar part says is the more difficult part. But that's the fun. That's kind of like chiseling away at the stone to see what's underneath it. You know, you keep knocking the excess stone away until you have something concrete, something that looks like something, and it feels like the emotion that melody and that music brings to mind.
I don't know how you do that. I mean, there are only 26 letters in the alphabet, and there are only so many chords. Do you ever get buddies together and say, help me, does this sound like anything you've ever heard?
Well, you know, it would be easy enough definitely to get on top of somebody else's melody or somebody else's idea. I think pretty much everything has been written in one form or the other, and it's there's only so many emotions too, you know, the human emotions, how many are there? And once you've written those and gone through those, I mean, you know, it's finding another way to say it.
Right, you just spend all this time on the songwriting. Your credentials are so impressive. Right. Talking to Toby Keith, he says, I love to ride on the bus.
There's a songwriter for you. There's a guy that's had, I don't know how many number ones, and he's written almost all of them. He's written almost all of them. That's a impressive songwriter.
Other guys can't ride on the bus. There are too many distractions.
It's hard.
Routine.
Now Toby's got his own bus, you know, so he can get away from everybody and do that thing. Riding for me on the bus, it can be extremely difficult because I have 9 other guys on the bus. And, you know, they're in and out, they're making noise, they're, you know, it's a bunch of young guys that are having a good time. So riding on the bus can be a definite challenge. I do most of my riding at home, but I have written quite a few songs on the road too. So, you know, I prefer to write in a quiet room with a buddy, you know, where you can just concentrate on that and that alone. That's usually when the best thoughts come.
You know, you look at it in the songs that you just got started loving you, for example, it was the most played song in the country in 08.
Yeah.
And then in 09 you got In Color and all the other things that you collaborated on.
Absolutely.
God, James, you're on fire, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. It really has been a couple incredible years. I moved to Nashville 12 years ago, and this has been a dream of mine for my whole life. So thank you for saying that. I really am proud of the stuff, and you know, hopefully continued success. It'll be great.
You're the real deal.
Thank you.
It's great having this time.
Thank you very much.
James Otto with us live in Nashville on B93.
Thank you, guys.
And every word I said, man, you're awesome.
Thank you so much.
Great
I
work.
appreciate it. Very kind.
Not that you care coming from some
No, I
radio
really do.
thing,
Honestly,
but,
that's very nice. Thank you.
you know, it's really cool when you really love what you play on the radio. And
man, thank you. Same way as an artist. You know what? If you're doing something that you don't love, it'll show. And hopefully people know the difference. So thank you.
meet and greets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nice work
Yeah,
too.
we try to do all that stuff. You don't have anything if you don't have fans.
Thanks, James.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.